Hello and welcome to Waking Up with Depeche Mode. My name is Ray Luna and I teach little piano tutorials here on YouTube and Twitch. And I also broadcast live to Facebook for my family and friends. And right now we are taking a look at the Memento Mori album. This is from 2023. We are looking at Wagging Tongue. This is in the key of A flat major. Let's go ahead and take a look at the intro here. Right, like that. And that is your intro. Let me go ahead and show you that. You're starting with B flat in the left hand, okay? Now you got this pattern that's repeated throughout the song, okay? And you're gonna kind of pick up on it as I start showing you the parts. The trick is remembering where to go next once you get the fingering down. I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. Here's your intro. Right, you're just playing that twice, okay? So starting with B flats in the left hand, you're going B flat, F, and B flat. It's just a fifth, okay? Then you're gonna move to an E flat, and you're gonna move down like this. Okay, so from here to there, okay? Like that. Right, you just repeat it twice. Okay, now we're gonna get to verse 1. Okay, I'll show you how it goes. Like that, and then back to the top. Okay, so we're starting with E flat. So let's get the pattern down, right? You won't do well to silence me. Right? So let's go ahead and get that pattern down, right? So it's... Right? The work is all in the right hand in this song. Okay, now we move up to an A flat. Okay, once again. Okay, so once starting E flat, A flat. Right? Now we go down to, it's a D flat. This one's a little different. Okay. Like that. Okay, then down to B flat. Okay, we learned that in the intro, but... Okay, so it's a lot to remember, I know. So we're gonna walk through it with the lyrics, and that should help you kind of remember where we're going, right? So let me show you how the lyrics line up. You won't do well to silence me with your words or wagging tongue, with your long, tall tales of sorrow, your song yet to be sung. Right? And then that'll lead us to our little chorus, okay? So that's what we want to do. We want to get that pattern down. So once again, E flat. Right? Like that, okay? And then you just got to practice singing it, okay? So nice and easy. Let's do it. You won't do well to silence me with your words or wagging tongue, with your long, tall tales of sorrow, your song yet to be sung. I won't be offended if I'm left across the great divide. Believe me angel die. Watch another angel die. Right, and then you go into verse 2, okay? Let me make sure. I feel like I'm very low in my ears here. I'm probably loud in your ears, though. Let me bring it up here in the studio. Okay, so let's go ahead. And so we learned the verse, right? Now, here's the coolest part of this song, is that when you get to the chorus, the I won't be offended, right? That's at verse 1. It goes, I won't be offended. The rest is the same. Right? So you just start with an F sharp this time, or G flat. And then the rest is what we just learned. A flat, D flat to B flat. You see it? Okay, so it's actually that simple. You already know everything you need to know basically to play the song, except for the solo, and I'll show you that next. So, how do they make it different, right? Well, the first verse is played kind of acoustically with just the sound. Now, mind you, it's more arpeggiated than that. There's a few more notes kind of snuck in there because it's kind of going back and forth. It's like a, how do you explain it? It's, instead of like, there's a note in between each note. It's like jigga 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 like that. It's hard to explain it, but it's right like that. It's kind of a note in between each note, if that makes any sense. It's an arpeggiated sort of a synthesizer kind of thing, right? Where they did what's called where they loop it. You know, it's kind of a well, no, I guess a sequencer. I'm sorry, a sequencer is what I'm looking for. So we're playing it acoustically on a piano, so we're trying to make it up as best we can. Right? Then like I said, all you have to do is learn the F sharp one. Oops, sorry. There it is. It would help if I showed it to you, right? Then the rest is the same. I won't be offended if I'm left across the great divide. Believe me, they will follow just to watch another angel die. And then you just stay here. Watch another angel die. You won't do well to darken me with your secrets and your lies, with your piercing code of silence. Relax, enjoy the ride. You by the river, or maybe on the other side. Find it hard to swallow. Watch another angel die. Watch another angel die. That is your solo here, okay? So it's these notes here. That's what you're doing for the solo, okay? And then you just accent it with... Okay, so did you see how verse 2 was the same? The rest of the song is basically the same. You know everything you need to know. The only thing is just kind of the drum beat kicks in on verse 2. So that's why in the left hand, you kind of just, now instead of just hitting, you know, one octave as you go, right? I kind of bounce it a little bit. like that in the left hand, okay, to kind of follow the drum beat more. So the first one, you're just kind of holding it down, you know? Right? Right, but the second time you play it, it's more like this. And really hit that note there. Right? It's a little louder than the rest of them. Anyway, that's kind of everything. So let me walk you through the solo. You're going to play this like 4 times. So I just accent it with the left hand, the deep B flats. And then verse 3, another sun is rising, another day has come. You can find me, I'll be waiting until the day is done. I won't be persuaded, so kiss your doubts goodbye. Everything seems hollow when you watch another angel die. Watch another angel die. Watch another angel die. Something like that. Okay, that is Wagging Tongue from the 2023 album Memento Mori, Depeche Mode. Let's go ahead and move back in time now. Here's one I have not played in a while, so I'm going to get it over with early in the show. Right? This is going back in time now to 1984 to the Some Great Reward album. And let me see if I can get the key signature is in the key of C sharp minor. So we're going to move it to E because I have to set to the relative major. So E major. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to take a look. 1984. Let me get the lyrics up here too and everything and the chords. I've not played this in a while, so let's go ahead and take a look at Stories of Old. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. We're starting with an F sharp minor. I've been wanting to find a better arrangement of this song. I'll walk you through the chords though, okay? So it goes like this. Take a look at, let's see, we got a unselected cases. You'll find love has been wrecked by both sides, compromising, amounting to a disastrous affair. You'll hear, let's get this right, stories of old, of princes bold, with riches untold, happy souls, casting it all aside to take some bride to have the girl of their dreams at their side, but not me. I couldn't do that. Hey, where we at? And not me. I'm not like that. I couldn't sacrifice anything at all to love. There it is. Right? Like that. So this is kind of how the song goes. All right? Now, there's little like licks in there like, oh, wait, how's it go? It goes. There's certain little licks in there. If you listen to the original recording, where I'll show you the licks when we get there, but I just have not figured out a way to work them in to the song, if that makes any sense. You got to remember, this song was played by one singer and 3 people playing it. So, and a lot of computer stuff going on behind it. So I'm trying to play it acoustically. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, though. At least I'll get you through the chords, and if you want to sing it, then we can listen to the original recording, obviously off the air, and work on some of those little melodies and intricacies that are in the song, okay? But let's go ahead and start it from the top. So the song starts kind of with a, what is it? It's not the bridge. It's, take a look at unselected cases. Right? I think it's like a bridge. It's almost like a bridge, right? So we're starting with an F sharp minor. Now you can use different inversions. That one sounds good, huh? Take a look at, we're going to, let me see what they're calling it in this key. Make sure I'm not misleading you. G sharp. So we're going from F sharp. See how we're inverting it there? Take a look at unselected cases. That's an E. Okay. You'll find, here we go to B. We can go here. Love has been wrecked. Right? Like that, okay? So that's kind of how it goes, right? So we're starting with F sharp. Take a look at unselected cases. You'll find love has been wrecked by both sides, compromising where's it? E, amounting to a disastrous effect. Right, you're in an A. Okay, so that is kind of your little bridge there. The song starts with that. Then it goes into verse 1. All right, it's you'll hear stories of old, of princes bold, with riches untold, happy souls. Stay in the C sharp minor, casting it all aside to take some bride to have the girl of their dreams at their side. And that's where that lick comes in. Right? And then it goes, I couldn't do that. They're not me, right? I'm not like that, right? So, and there's a lot of fast chord changes. So let me show you what I mean, okay? So have the girl of, so take some bride to have the girl of their dreams at their side, but not me. Then you gotta do a fast change. It's, I couldn't do that, okay? Like that, so, right? Let's do it again. So, take some bride to have the girl of their dreams at their side, but not me. I couldn't do that. Then do a D sharp, not me. I'm not like that, right? That's a... I'm doing a minor though. Not like that, right? Then this is the fast part of the change right here. I couldn't sacrifice anything at all to love. Then you start that lick. And I'll show you that next, okay? So let's back it up a little bit. Back it up. Let's start with stories of old. Ready? Let's walk through it together. You'll hear stories of old, of princess bold, with riches untold, happy souls. Stay there in C sharp minor, casting it all aside to take some bride to have the girl of their dreams at their side, but not me. Here go, fast change. I couldn't do that, and not me. I'm not like that. You could do minor. Major's better. Not like that. Now here comes the fast part. I couldn't sacrifice anything at all to love. Okay, and I'll show you this little lick next. That part's tricky. That always gets me. There it is. Let's do it again. So once you get out of this part, I couldn't sacrifice anything at all to love. Okay, that's the tricky part. Then back to the top. Okay, that is so tricky. So really you're just going from C sharp, E to A. Okay, but it's just knowing when to go. Then you play it again. Now watch this. And that ends it, okay? So that's your little lick, and that gets you right into verse 2. And since we're just walking through the chords anyway, that is basically everything you need to know to play the song. You just take verse 2 and you just play the same thing you did in verse 1, same chords, right? So verse 2 goes like this. It's actually my favorite verse. I love this verse. It's kind of sexy. Watch this one. Ready? I really like you. I'm attracted to you, the way you move, the things you do. I'll probably burn in hell for saying this, but I'm really in heaven whenever we kiss. But oh no, you won't change me. You can try for any, where's it at? Eternity. I couldn't sacrifice anything at all to love. Where's it at? Hey. Then it goes back to our take a look at unselected cases. You'll find love has been wrecked by both sides compromising mounting to a disastrous effect. There it is. It kind of does this little run, so amounting to a disastrous effect. Like that. Now I've got things to do. Let's get down to this. Let me see it again. Now I've got things to do, and you have too. And I've got to be me, you've got to be you. So take my hand and fill these lips, and let's savor a kiss like we'd savor a sip of vintage wine. One more time, let's surrender to this love divine, and we won't sacrifice anything at all to love. And that is Stories of Old. That's most of it. There is a tutorial on my channel, so it's all for free. Just go ahead over to my YouTube channel, and you can look up Stories of Old, and you'll find it. And I obviously walk you through it a lot slower than I did here. Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward. So we did Wagging Tongue from Memento Mori. That was Stories of Old from the 1984 album Some Great Reward. I want to move... I was going to do another one from Memento Mori, maybe a slow one toward the end. We'll do a little bit of Speak to Me. But let's take a look at this epic song next. This is a must-have at every concert tour they've played since 1986. This is from the 1986 album, Black Celebration. And you guys, those of you who are Depeche Mode fans will know it as soon as I start playing it. It's a little ditty. In the key of D minor. Let's put some strings on this baby. It's called Stripped from Black Celebration. Come with me into the trees. We'll lay on the grass and let the hours pass. Take my hand, come back to the land. Let's get away just for one day. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to move it down to a piano now. Let's go down to a basic piano here. Grand piano. How about starting with a D minor. Okay, we're in the key of D minor. Okay, going up to an octave there. Like that, okay? That's kind of how the lick goes. Come with me into the trees. We'll lay on the grass. Down to the E there, okay? We're going down an A, actually. Right? Okay, so let's do it again. Come with me into the trees. We'll lay on the grass. Like that. Right? So let's do it again. Come with me into the trees. We'll lay on the grass. Okay, it is tricky. I'm gonna repeat this a few times because I always get slipped up on this. So I'm gonna really break it down for you because it is tricky. Come with me into the trees. We'll lay on the grass and let the hours pass. Take my hand, come back to the land. Let's get away just for one day. Okay? So that's why it's tricky, because you have to, like, there's no room for error. Every note has to be correct or it stands out like a sore thumb. Like it is so bad if you miss a note on that part. So you really hear it. So it's got to be, you kind of have to be precise on that intro part. I mean, you should be precise anyway, but you know how you can kind of get away with slipping on a note every now and then? Not in this song, not in that part anyway. Right? So let me show you the chorus. It's really pretty simple. It's C, G, B flat to D in the left hand, okay? C, G, B flat, D, right? Okay, so when you come out of this part, you know, you come out of the... right here. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. That's all you're doing. Right? Sounds simple. It's 2 notes, right? Try singing it though. It's the tricky part. That's where it'll trip me up for a little while. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Right? Like that. So in the left hand, kind of follow with that rhythm. So like that. Now, obviously, don't hit it that hard. I'm just accenting it for you, learning it. Okay, now sing it though. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. You land on that D, you stop the riff, and you go right to this. Sorry. Right? Like that. Okay? Then you move down to this finger. Right? I start on the middle finger so I can hit the C with the pinky. Then I move down so I can hit this with the thumb. Then I move over one finger. Then back up to the middle finger on the A. Right, and that's all it is. It's very important to get this. I'll tell you why in a minute. You almost want to be able to do it without looking at it if you can. Right, now you got to accent it with the left hand, just a couple of D octaves here. That's how I do it. Something like that. So you go, let me see you stripped down to the bone. Right? Now, the reason why I say you got to know it is because you got to jump up an octave and sing the next verse. Metropolis has nothing on this. You're breathing in fumes. You go down to an A, but you stay up in the same thing. You're just playing this lick. right? So it's like this. Metropolis has nothing on this. You're breathing in fumes. A taste when we kiss. Then back to the top. Then back to our stripped down to the bone, right? Okay, so let's walk through verse 2, which is like I said, after you get down to that, you do the lick down here twice, then you go up to here and sing the verse. Metropolis has nothing on this. You're breathing in fumes. I taste when we kiss. Back to the top. So, take my hand. Take my hand. Come back to the land where everything's ours for a few hours. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Right, we already learned that part, okay? So do you see how it goes? It's tricky. You got to be able to sing it and play it. So I would probably practice it with just the right hand. I think that's how I used to do it. I used to just practice the right hand only. Metropolis has nothing on this. You're breathing in fumes. Taste when we kiss. You know, something like that. That's how I would practice. I think that's actually how I did practice it when I learned it. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep moving forward. I do have good news. Okay, so you get to that next part. You do the chorus. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Right? Now you get to the part that's let me hear you make decisions without your television. Let me hear you speaking just for me, right? Well, the good news is, good news for us is that playing it wise, it's the same thing as the chorus. Let me hear you make decisions. Teach you this, right? So you know what to play, you just got to sing it. So it's just one more thing you need to learn how to sing over the right, and it's just that part of the song. Okay, so that's like the middle section of the song, bridge, whatever you want to call it. Let me hear you make decisions, that part. Okay, so you get out of that, right? Let me hear you speaking just for me. Yeah, wait, let's just do it. You speaking just for me. Yeah. Right, this is tricky because you want to sync them up together, but it's not. It's on the C. Right? Then you sing it. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me hear you speaking just for me. Me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me hear you crying just for me. Right? Now you put some strings on it and it sounds more like the recording. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me hear you speaking just for me. So that's, but I accent the left hand. stripped down to the bone. Let me hear you speaking just for me. And that is stripped. I think that's everything you need to know to play the song. Pretty sure. Let's go ahead and move forward. Oh my goodness. It is getting a little hot back here. Okay, so let's take a look at. Let's take a look at this one. What key is this in? Let me see if I can find it real quick. I have not played this one in a while. We're gonna go to the key of A flat also. A lot of A flat in Memento Mori. We're gonna go back to the future here to 2023's Memento Mori album. We're gonna do a little Speak to Me. This song must be written by Dave Gahan because it's got a lot of, the overcoming drug addiction kind of lyrics here. Let's see here. Let's soften this piano up a little bit. Here, what do we got? Maybe not that soft. How about here? Where was I doing this earlier? Let me see if I can find those chords that I was using. There it is. So it's... Okay, so here's your chords. I'm just kind of walking through some chords there. So C minor. This is an E flat major 7. It's a really beautiful chord there. A flat to F minor. Speak to me, I will follow. I heard you call my name, lying on the bathroom floor with no one here to blame. There's a message that I know can be found. I'm listening, I hear you. Your sound, your sound. Right? So those are your basic chords. The message goes from minor, to major. I know can be found to a minor, right? A flat minor, major minor. I'm listening. I hear you. Your sound. Oh, it's major sound. Okay, so let's go to verse 2 now. Same thing, speak to me. Now you can play around with the inversions on the chords and make it sound nice. That's a C minor, right? So play around with it. Speak to me in a language that I can understand. Right? So you just C minor, right? To the... Tell me that you're listening. Give me some kind of plan. Give me something. You'd be my drug of choice. You lead me, I follow your voice. Right, now let me show you this little solo they got going on. Here we go. Right, it's like an interlude, really. It's not a solo, it's an interlude. So let me show you how it goes. That's so same thing, C. Okay, so the second time you don't play that, you go. Actually, they kind of bend the note there. Then it goes into this weird electronic sound effect, and then it goes to the final verse of the song. Okay? So let's do that little interlude one more time. We're going from C here. We're playing off of a C minor. Oh my goodness, I always want to do that. There it is. Right? Let's play it one more time correctly. And then the final verse of the song. Here we go. Might as well finish it up, right? I will. Oh, let's take the strings off. I will disappoint you, and I will let you down. I need to know that you're here with me to turn it all around. I'd be grateful and I'd follow you around. I'm listening, I'm here now, I'm something like that, and that is Speak to Me. That is from the what is it? The 2023 Memento Mori album. All right, so we are going to go ahead and wrap it up soon here. I'm going to do one more. I want to just play. I feel like playing a little Just Can't Get Enough or something right now. So I want to move my fingers. So I've been playing a lot of. What key is it in anyway? I don't even know what key Just Can't Get Enough is in. It's in the key of G. It is in the key of G. Let's take a look at Just Can't Get Enough. I need to move my fingers because I am recording today. Oh, I'm recording Insight. I'm actually working on. So I'm kind of in the mood to get my fingers a little more moving here. Let's do a little Just Can't Get Enough. We're in the key of G. This is from the first album, Speak and Spell, 1981. just going from G to C. Right? So now, that's your intro. Might as well show you the bass line. Right, so it's still a G though. Right, so it's still the G to C. Okay, so don't get confused by that, but that's so. Right, like that, something like that. So now let me show you when the verse is played. The verse is kind of tricky because you can either do it with one hand if you can, or you might have to play it with two hands, okay? So it's kind of like this. You're going from G to C. When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head, right? Then I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough, right? All things you do to me, everything you said. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough, right? So we'll go through that. But what you're playing is actually kind of tricky. It's... Right? So that is tricky. You hear it. You can hear it in the background. It's when I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. All the things you do to me, everything is there. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Right? So that's tricky. How are you going to do that with one hand, right? Let's try it with one hand. Let's see if we can do it. So how about I do it? I mean, we could try it, right? And just hitting the... Okay, I'll have to practice that part, okay, you guys? I know a lot of other parts, so that one I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of what you're playing in the verse, if you're so inclined. You could do it with two hands if you wanted to. When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head. Just can't get enough. Sorry. So what you're playing there is... So you're kind of playing off the left hand there. Then you get to the D. So it's, we slip and slide as we fall in love. And I just can't seem to get enough of. Right? So it's D. E minor, C major, D back to G, right? Like that. So it's... Let's see. Let's learn that part now. So let's do this part one more time. That's your D there. E minor. That's an E minor. C major. D. You can walk down too. Down to the G, okay? Then you go. Right? You repeat it twice. That's your change to the C there. So ready? Back to the top. Right to the A. D. A. D. Right? That's fun. And then just walk up. It's actually like chromatic. Right? But you try to play it. That's how I do it. I'll show you that part next, but let's just do this part here. A. D. A. Then walk up. And land on the G. Then from there I usually go. Right? So you got to learn it a couple ways. You got to learn it like this. Then you got to learn it like this with octaves. Take it nice and slow though. So that's the tricky part. That's tricky. Anyway, then the last thing you gotta learn is this. Put some strings on, I'll show you. To end the song, right? So that's the outro of the song. You just repeat it, just can't get enough. Can't get enough. Just can't get enough, right? Like that. To end it. Okay, now that'd be beautiful. It's beautiful on its own, but you gotta get the left hand now. Remember that bass line we were doing? Now you gotta learn it in the left hand by itself. Oh my gosh, I should be able to do it too. And then you got to put the hands together. can tell I have not played that in a while. Let's try it again. There we go. That is the way to end the song, and that is the way to end a live stream, too. We're going to go ahead and call it here for the day. I am recording inside. I've already started editing it this morning. I'm so excited it's coming out. Awesome. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and cut it there. I want to thank you guys for stopping by my channel, for checking out my little videos, and we will see you back again tomorrow. Have a blessed and happy day, everyone. Bye.